Mark Bishop Show. Truly like a box of chocolates. You never know who you're going to meet. From business, lifestyle, and fun. Here's Mark.
And welcome to another Mark Bishop Show, everybody, cat lovers. Hey, you probably wouldn't agree with me if I said that all cats should be indoor cats. Why? Well, sometimes cats face surprising dangers when allowed outdoors unattended. Yeah, the poor things. Well, Sarah McFarlane, spokesperson for People for the Ethical Treatment of Animals, our good friends at PETA, is going to talk to us. So most people would never risk a beloved family member's life, but every day, people who love their cats, they allow them to roam unsupervised outside, not realizing that they face a host of dangers. So, Sarah, welcome. Nice to have you on the show, and that's not a thing people should be doing, is it?
Yes, thank you so much. It's so great to be here. We're just reminding everybody that, our cats depend on us to keep them safe. And every moment a cat is allowed to roam outside unattended, they face potentially deadly risks like speeding cars and diseases and parasites and, shockingly, even attacks from cruel people. So letting cats outside, this is like playing Russian roulette with their lives. And that's why the safest place for cats is indoors.
Yeah, it's not just that, is it? It's contracting parasites or fatal diseases, to being attacked by other animals. And you mentioned being run over, by cars. We're increasingly seeing in the headlines from coast to coast being tormented and killed by cruel people as well. And cats are left to fend for themselves outdoors. What's this business about they're lucky to make it to their 5th birthday?
Yeah, on average, cats who are left outside and let to go outdoors, they on average live only 3 to 5 years. And cats who are kept indoors, they can live 20, sometimes more years. So that's the thing. When cats are left outdoors, they face so many risks, so many health risks. And at PETA, every single day, we hear horrible, shocking reports of people attacking cats. We've heard multiple stories, people setting cats on fire, beating them to death, stabbing them, poisoning them, even shooting them with guns and bows and arrows. And we hear multiple reports every single day of this. And we're seeing this abuse. It's all across the country. And what's so heartbreaking is that preventing these deaths is as simple as just keeping our cats inside where it's safe.
Well, the types of things, of course, that PETA sees regarding cats left to roam outside are horrendous, whether they're homeless or part of a family. I mean, all cats are domesticated. They aren't bobcats or cougars. They rely on us to keep them safe, don't they, and provide basic necessities, unless they're killing all the chickens or something. That's why PETA urges people to keep all cats safe indoors and never walk away from an animal in distress. What should one do if you're burning along the highway and you come across a little putty tat that's been squished, half squished, whatever? Should you pick it up and take it to a vet? What should you do?
Well, a quick call to the authorities, that can literally mean the difference between life and death for an animal in danger. So we always urge people, never ignore an animal in distress or any suspicious activity that you might see or hear. So in your area, if you hear gunshots or you suspect someone in your neighborhood is painting cat food and leaving it out, or you hear a lot of reports of cats going missing, we urge everyone, alert police and animal control immediately and make helping that cat a priority. And if you're able to safely document the cruelty, do that as well, so you can hand that over to authorities. And of course, we can also prevent this abuse by urging our friends and our family members, neighbors, everybody we know, keep their cats indoors.
So, Sarah, why should people who don't have cats care about this particular issue?
Yeah. Well, that's a great question. And, when you really think about it, even if you don't have a cat, any kind person doesn't want to see a cat suffer, of course. And of course, when you when you think about it, cats who are allowed to roam outside, they decimate local populations of birds and wildlife. So it's in all animals' interest for cats to be kept inside. And actually, some of the people who care the most about cats being left outdoors don't even have cats. They just don't want cats roaming in their yards or killing birds at their feeders.
Yeah,
so
that's the other thing.
it is an issue that does affect everyone. Yeah.
You talked a lot before, Sarah, about the cruelty of stuff that goes on, bow and arrows, guns, God knows what, probably using them as practice.
Mm-hmm.
If someone witnesses cruelty to animals like this, what should they do?
Definitely call the authorities immediately. That's the most important thing we can do. If you are able to safely photograph or film it, of course, don't trespass or anything, but if you're able to take photographs and videos safely, definitely get that on hand, get that to the authorities as soon as you can, and definitely make that a priority. Make that animal's welfare a priority.
I was reading the other day on a bit of research about this TNR, the trap, neuter, release programs. Can you share a little bit about that with us?
Yeah, so trap, neuter, release programs, that's exactly what they sound like. What they do is they round up cats, homeless cats outdoors. They either spay or neuter them, which we totally support at PETA. We are completely 100% in favor of mandatory spay and neuter legislation. But the thing about TNR is that these animals then are just released back outdoors. And the thing is, whether they're homeless or part of a family, all cats are domesticated and they depend on humans for their food, their water, their shelter, their veterinary care. So TNR for cats, this really means trap, neuter, and re-abandon. And these cats are guaranteed short and miserable lives outside. Mm-hmm. And when they're released outdoors, they suffer greatly from dehydration and starvation, and like we said, parasites, upper respiratory infections. And these poor cats, they don't have any access to veterinary care. So they're left to suffer from these illnesses and most likely will die a very slow and painful death.
Poor
things.
And
like we said before, cats, when they're not the victim, they're a predator, and on average, cats outdoors, they'll kill 250 birds on average and other animals every single year. So PETA definitely does not support TNR programs, but we absolutely support spaying and neutering animals.
Yeah, and keeping them indoors too. A lot of people have got putty tats. They're their darlings. They're their children. They give them comfort, and they're here to do a job, just like a little doggy is. They're down from heaven to help us. What else can people do, Sarah, to help this issue?
Well, the most important thing you can do, whether you have a cat or not, I really want to just reiterate, is to make sure every cat you know is spayed or neutered. If you know somebody who has a cat who's not spayed or neutered, let them know that spaying and neutering, that's the only way we're going to combat the homeless animal crisis. There are an estimated 70 to 80 million homeless dogs and cats in the United States alone.
Oh, good Lord.
The only way we're going to combat that, the only way we're going to combat that is by spaying and neutering and also always adopting, never shopping for an animal. That is super important.
Yeah.
And then, of course, cat guardians, we, of course, have a responsibility to keep our cats safe by keeping them indoors and also creating a really great and enriched environment for them inside.
Yeah.
And you can go to PETA.org and search Caring for Cats. We have a ton of tips for how to make the indoors an enriched and fulfilled environment for your cat.
When I was a little guy, I had this lovely little kitty as my first pet, little putty tat, and I didn't... a dumb thing. I put him in a beautiful little holder and all of that, a little place for him to go buy-sies in, but it was just outside the back door. And I came out in the morning and his head was torn off with a tomcat. So what you're talking about is spot on. And from a point of view, I have a rescue doggy now. I never had another putty tat after that. But anyway, look.
Oh, wonderful. And
we went to
I'm
heaven.
sure it's a personal issue for you. Yay.
Yeah, it is. But I can take them or leave them. I got to be honest with you. I think you've got to be a cat lover to truly appreciate putty tats. But they are a beautiful species, you know.
They are. They're my favorite.
Listen,
They're my absolute favorite.
Yeah, well, let's face it. You've got Mr. Lowry, and you've got Baby Jane Hudson,
Yep.
and you've got another one called Norman Bates, right?
Yep, I'm a bit of a film nerd, so yeah.
What a name for cats.
He's 18 pounds. Yeah, he's a huge cat, 18 pounds, and he's a mama's boy, so the name fits him for sure.
Okay. All right. So there is an address, folks, that I'd like you to write down if you can. You get a lot of information on this particular one. It's not the one that Sarah just mentioned. It's https, semicolon, blah, blah, headlines.PETA.org/here-kitty-kitty/. Here, kitty, kitty, right? Oh, man.
Yes, and share the video, too.
I'm going to put that up on the site on Mark Bishop Media. And, of course, this interview goes on YouTube and everywhere else. So, but headlines.peta.org/here-kitty-kitty. Okay. And Sarah McFarlane, she is a spokesperson for PETA, and she oversees PETA's outreach and content for its faith-based division. I didn't know you had a faith-based division at PETA.
We do, yes. It's called PETA Lands, and we have all kinds of great free resources for people to get active for animals in their faith community. And one of our biggest resources that we have right now is a free 6-week companion animal grief program. This is a fully scripture-based program that helps grieving animal guardians to work through their grief and also find hope that they'll have an eternal reunion.
Oh, what a lovely idea. That's a beautiful thing. Now, all they got to do is go to PETA.org and they can find that and read about that, yes?
Yes, go to PETA.org/lands. And it's right on our homepage.
Fantastic. Thank you, Sarah. Lovely speaking with you. Say hello to the gang for me.
Yeah.
And we'll look forward to talking with you again. You're welcome. Goodbye. Have a great day. Bye-bye.
You too. Bye-bye.
Join us again for another episode of The Mark Bishop Show. It's a production of Mark Bishop Media.